Welcome guys to the new episode of Codzify YouTube channel. In this episode we are going to discuss about how you can automate your workflow using FlutterFlow. Okay, for example, consider the scenario if user creates an account. Okay, if user creates an account and when user clicks on create account button, we enter the details in the Firebase, right? So that's what we have learned till now. This is a common scenario, like if we have to send a welcome email to this registered user, okay, this one, then how you can do that automatically. So that's what we are going to see in today's episode. Okay, or consider another case, like for example, if user register in this account, okay, then for your marketing team you want this email. Okay, you can't show the complete database to your marketing team, right? How great it would be if we have the complete data of email address in Google Sheets. Okay, so here we have created one Google Sheet here and I have named it as automation workflow. Okay, this sheet will represent all the email IDs which were registered using this authentication app. Okay, there is this thing called as webhooks. Okay, so how you can do that? We need something to enable these actions, right? For example, if user click on this create account button, we have to run some script or some function, right? With the help of this script, the data will be sent to the Google Sheet. Okay, the data you can send a welcome email to user, or you can add the data to Google Docs, or you can perform any kind of action with the help of this script. Okay, now there are various options. Either you write this in cloud functions or in a Python script, you have to do this manually, or you can use make.com. okay, so with the help of this make.com, all you have to do is you have to integrate the webhooks and whatever data you have to enter in Google Sheets, or if you want to build any kind of automation workflow, you can do this with the help of this software. So definitely check this out. This is very easy, and also you get 1000 requests for free. Okay, now how do you perform these kind of actions? So let's start from the beginning. First of all, go to make.com. okay, all you have to do is create a new scenario from here. Okay, create a new scenario, and here you can see all the apps which you can integrate in your webhook. Okay, so we have OpenAI, okay, Stripe, Google Slides. You can see all the names are available: Microsoft Excel, YouTube, Perplexity AI, LinkedIn, all the stuff which is required. Okay, ChatGPT. Now let me show you the demo what exactly we are going to create. If user registered using this email ID, okay, create account, I will send a webhook, okay, with the help of which I will get the data here in my Google Sheet. So this is what we have to perform today. Okay, so you will learn a new thing in this episode. If you are new to Codzify YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe this channel. You get to learn many things related to FlutterFlow at this Codzify YouTube channel. So make sure you like, share and subscribe. Okay, and what other topics you want to learn, definitely comment it down. I will make a video on that stuff as well. Okay, I hope you have created an account at make.com. You can simply log in with Google as well. Okay, so the first thing which we have to do is select this button. You can add a webhook here and we will create a custom webhook. Okay, what webhook does is when user creates an account, okay, on the click of this we get an API. Okay, for example, if I click create a webhook and save this, you will get this URL. Okay, whenever create account is done, I will call this API. Okay, I will call this URL using FlutterFlow API feature, and then it will register that some event is happening on the click of this and add that data into Google Sheets. Okay, so it's simple. The first thing which will happen is whatever action you have to perform, you perform on the click of button, then it will call this webhook. Okay, I will name it as W, and this webhook will perform the trigger, the action, whatever you want to perform. So I will add the data in Google Sheets. Okay, in Google Sheets. So that's where the things happen, and this is FlutterFlow, and with the help of API, okay, with the help of API we will call this webhook, and then this webhook will trigger this Google Sheets function. So we got this address. You can copy this address to clipboard, and let's go to FlutterFlow. I hope you know the basics of FlutterFlow, how to create the pages. If you haven't checked my previous episodes on FlutterFlow, definitely check that out. Okay, so here I have added this authentication page, and also I have enabled the Firebase. Okay, I have created the Firebase project and generated my config files, and in Firebase I have enabled the email password authentication. So make sure these settings are there in your app. Now once that is done, we will go to API. Okay, I will delete this API and I create a new API for you. Select the post here, add the URL which you got from here. Okay, and inside this we will name it as send email webhook. Okay, I will name it like this, variables, add variable, and I will name it as email and string. Okay, now in the body we want JSON double quotes email, and you can drag the variable name here like this, format this and add a call. Okay, now test the API call. So this is working very fine. You can see here successfully determined. Okay, now save this. Now once the webhook is called, okay, we have to create a Google Sheet. So I will connect my Google Sheet, add a row. Okay, here you can select the sheet. For the first time it will ask you to sign in with Google. So once you do that, all the sheets which are available in your Google account will appear here. You can select it from here. The sheet name here is automation workflow. Okay, sheet 1. So at the bottom left you can see the name of sheet, and once that is done, you can select the email to get the response and save this. Okay, so this part is done. Now how to call this API? On the click of this, I will delete complete action. You can select on tap event, add action. First of all, we will create an account in Firebase. Okay, we will select email address and password for password. Okay, and once the account is created in our Firebase, then you can add one action, API call, like this, API call, and from here we have this send email webhook, and for the parameters we will pass email, and email we will get from widget state email address. Okay, and this API response will return a result once the data is available. For testing purpose, we can add it like this, a snack bar. In production app there is no need, but you can show that for now. Okay, email webhook is sent. Okay, like this, to make sure the data is getting properly. Let's run this in test mode. Okay, so first of all let's go to Firebase and check whether any account is present or not. We will delete this to test the feature. Okay, and inside sheet also I have deleted everything. Now let's add the email and password, create account, email webhook is sent. Okay, now here in Firebase we have this account and here we don't have. So as you can see, this is not working for the first time. Okay, from here you can run this for the first time, then it will work automatically. So we will delete this again. Okay, and in the sheet we don't have anything, and let's run this one more time. Create account, email webhook is sent. Okay, so as you can see here the count, 2 webhooks has been sent and 3. Okay, so here we have the email address now. Select here, you can see the scheduling here. You can select this. Okay, so you can schedule at what time you have to send the webhook. Okay, so for now we want immediately activate scenario. Okay, this was which this webhook has recorded for the first time. Then we have sent this team Codzify and then this. Okay, and from here you can see the complete history, incomplete executions and diagram. So this is one scenario which we have covered. You can create multiple scenarios. Okay, if you want to send the email to user on account completion, then you can do that as well. You can select the Gmail from here and you can copy an email, delete an email. Okay, watch emails. So all that stuff you can handle using this automation tool at make.com. So definitely check this out. Okay guys, so this was an introductory video on how you can automate the workflow in FlutterFlow. So this is very useful and also very powerful because you have to manage the data with your marketing team, or you have to analyze the data for your next product. Okay, so for that you need some data and you can automate that process using this tool. Okay, if you want to learn more about FlutterFlow, there is this new course available now based on FlutterFlow and Superbase, in which we have created a doctor appointment booking app. Okay, so how to create the multiple dynamic slots for appointment booking, how to set up the policies in Superbase, how to set up the Google authentication, and all the UI which is required to fetch and display the specialties of doctor. Okay, so everything related to doctor appointment booking explained step by step in this course, so definitely check this out. Okay, you can start your free trial directly at codzify.com, or you can buy that course on Udemy as well. Okay, so whatever your choice is, you can select that. If you don't have enough time and want to clone the ready-made template app in FlutterFlow instantly, you can choose the pro plan as well. Okay, currently there is this sale running until 17 May. You can definitely take an advantage of that. And if you are interested in exploring the FlutterFlow and Firebase, then we have this grocery delivery app course in English. Also, you can master FlutterFlow AI agent. This is a crash course on building a nutrition AI agent. So if you are interested in that, you can definitely check that out. Okay guys, so explore codzify.com to shop the courses today. Okay guys, so that's it for today. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode.